Hello everyone and welcome to our second May session. We are particularly excited to hold it today when the market is green again, Bitcoin is rising, big institutions are entering the market and the investor sentiment is getting better. Today we're going to tell you about the milestones we have achieved so far and answer the questions you sent through social media. I'd like to thank our users for their inputs. It is really important for us. If you haven't done it yet, follow us on Telegram, LinkedIn, and Twitter to keep up to date with all things EarnBIT. So, without further ado, let's go straight to question 1. Where are you with EarnBIT Streaming? When can we expect it? So I'm glad to say that we have finalized the roadmap for the year ahead. Soon we are going to make it public. According to the plan, EarnBIT Streaming is launching in the final quarter of 2023. At the moment, we're actively negotiating with potential speakers and working on the product side of things. We have reviewed a lot of questions concerning specific bloggers and influencers that you want to see on EarnBIT. In the coming months, before the launch of the service, we will of course disclose the final list. At the moment, you are free to share your suggestions with us on social media. Your participation is always welcome. After all, we have created our streaming model to help crypto users achieve their goals. Will EarnBIT streams be only in English? Will you include other languages such as French? Of course, EarnBIT is an international trading platform. We will understand there are many talented streamers who speak other languages and we will consider adding them in the future. However, at this point, we are limited our reach to English as the most popular language. Our long-term vision is that of a highly versatile service for users from all over the world. After all, cryptocurrency is universal and doesn't have any geographic or national boundaries. We're going to achieve our goal step by step. This process requires a lot of planning and we cannot rush it. So question 3, there is limited information about EBT token on your site. When you're planning to add more public content? Good question. At the moment, we're putting final touches on the token page, which will contain a full description of our utility token. For those of you who don't know, EBT is the native crypto of our ecosystem. It is an ERC and BIP20 token that provides different benefits, including discounted trading fees. In the final quarter of 2023, when we will be launching streaming, users will have a chance to unlock fee discounts for swaps, spot trading, Launchpad listing, and other features. Our plan also includes an earn program in EBT, so you can earn passively by keeping your holdings on our platform. Next question, where can I find information about your private token sale? Thank you for this question. As the token sale is private, we do not post those materials for everyone to see. However, we do have the tokenomics and pitch deck ready and we can provide them upon request. Please send us an email, DM or message via Telegram chat and we'll get back to you. All our contact information is available on our official website. What I can say at this point is that as a legitimated project, we are going to distribute the majority of tokens to the public. So it is truly decentralized and fair. The process of the sale will be perfectly transparent with clear metrics in real time. Right. Next question. You have mentioned in a post that you are building a Web3 economy. So how exactly are you going to integrate Web3? Yes, Web3 is another crucial dimension for us. It is a new vision of the internet that is aligned with the blockchain philosophy of decentralization and freedom. In the case of EarnBIT, this will take many forms, including NFTs and decentralized wallets. In particular, we are going to include an NFT marketplace into our model, and this is likely to happen this year. This market is booming. I've seen statistics showing that the number of users will exceed 19 million by 2027. We also have plans to connect EarnBIT to Trust Wallet and MetaMask as a leading way to access Web3 apps. Those are crucial elements of the Web3 economy as we see it. Next question. Other crypto platforms allow me to log in using my Google credentials. Are you going to add this option in the future? Yes, definitely. It is also on our roadmap. We expect to integrate authentication via Google in the final quarter of this year. We understand that it improves users' convenience, but we must do everything right to ensure the maximum level of security. So here's another question about NFTs. Will you let us buy enough to use through your platform? Like I said, we intend to make NFTs an integral part of our digital economy. That is a milestone on our roadmap, and our team is already working on it. As soon as this feature is available, we will share the news on all our social media channels and of course including it in the nearest MA session. So next question, are you planning to hold trading competitions? That's another great question. As you know, EarnBIT has a strong focus on users, engagement and education. So competitions fit into this model perfectly. According to our roadmap, we may be able to organize them this year around the same time streaming is launched. That said, I cannot give any definite timeline at the moment. Let's move forward. So the next one, tell us more about your rewards for influencers. How are you going to motivate speakers to take part in your streaming scheme? Of course, we're developing a comprehensive plan including rewards and incentives. Among the options, we consider our different status levels like gold, silver and bronze, with corresponding rewards based on different metrics such as the number of views. So moving on, there are quite a few questions about the markets in general. It's hardly surprising as it's been a turbulent months. So next question, which cryptocurrencies do you personally invest in? You know that I'm not in a position to give financial advice, but as the CEO of a crypto platform, of course, I watch the trends. What I can say is that my portfolio is quite diversified. So like many holders, I own some Bitcoins and Ether, but also different altcoins that I carefully choose. I steer clear of any highly speculative investment. For example, I do not own any popular meme coins because I don't see any solid foundation that would make them viable in the long term. I pick assets that have some solid value, not only hype. Of course, in this industry, particularly on crypto Twitter, it is quite difficult to understand what is legit and what is not. So I urge everyone to do their own due diligence. Conduct your own research and don't take anybody's word on faith. So even if your favorite blogger or influencer pushes a certain coin, this doesn't mean you should invest in it blindly. Make your own decisions and make them rationally. So the next question, do you have any tips for IDOs, ICOs and other kind of token sales? How can we understand that a token is worth supporting? Well, that is not an easy question, and we have even published an article on this topic a while ago. So like I said, it is difficult to cut through the noise and see beyond the hype created in social media. Sometimes even public figures you respect may be wrong. So the first thing is to consider is the background, particularly the team behind the project. So look at their website and their social media presence, their activity and what they say about themselves. Do some digging to see if their claims are truthful. Secondly, look at the white paper because it is the most important document in an ICO. It should lay the groundwork for everything else, describing their technology, SWOT analysis, roadmap, and so on. Scammers plagiarize white papers, and this is easy to determine. However, now with ChatGPT and this rapid development of an AI, you don't really know what is lagged because computers may generate unique content. However, there are also special tools that detect artificially generated text. In short, if their team hasn't really put much effort into their white paper, this is definitely a red flag. The technology behind the token is absolutely crucial, and the white paper may actually be more important than the website. Next, look at their token sale, distribution, and the figures in progress. So if you see that some group of people gains control over most tokens, this is not good. It means that the token sale gives them an unfair advantage. Finally, there is the legal aspect. For example, in the USA, tokens distributed through ICOs can be seen as securities. And the Securities and Exchange Commissions imposes very strict rules. So it is an absolute must that you check the legal status of the project so no complications arise. For example, many of you may remember what happened with Telegram when they tried to conduct an ICO in the United States. Eventually, the SEC filed a lawsuit against them, so Telegram completely abandoned that project and the community took over. This shows that even lagged projects, the ones launched in a good faith, may face obstacles because of the regulators. Unfortunately, this isn't always foreseeable. Now, next question, what's crypto media do read? That's a good question. Of course, I do read CoinDesk and Cointelegraph, but I particularly like Bloomberg's coverage and articles by Barons. I don't really pay that much attention to the news on crypto Twitter because I prefer more reliable sources of information that are fact-checked. By the way, I can say that as this industry is very young, you can find a lot of crypto sites with inaccurate information or typos. Not everything is cross-checked and double-checked. I think that as the industry matures, we're going to see more high-quality content. At the moment, there is just too much speculation across social media and other channels and many sneaky ways of unethical promotion. At least well-established media link their articles to research and there is more confidence in the figures they refer to. Here is a really unusual question. Recently, Nassim Taleb, the author of Black Swan, said that cryptocurrencies are not even good for money laundering because they're too transparent. In that speech, he was criticizing the industry. How would you interpret his words? Thank you for your question. And this sounds like a very strange criticism, so I would have to check the entire conversation to understand the context. But what I'm sure of is that transparency is one of the biggest advantages of cryptocurrencies. Absolutely all transactions are publicly traceable. Furthermore, blockchain analytics tools and platforms are developing very fast. Now, law enforcement can trace money launderers, scammers, and other criminals by using blockchain explorers. So some users may think it sounds like it defeats their purpose of cryptocurrency, but I think it's a major advantage. Criminals understand that all of their transactions are public. It's not like the black market where you could buy something for cash without any trace of the exchange. For the perspective of a business, transparency gives us specific ways to protect users. For example, APIs from blockchain analytic firms can block certain transactions on crypto exchanges. So, suppose a social engineer tricks you into sending them your money. If their wallet address has already been compromised, the crypto exchange may block this transaction and notify you. The same thing can happen if, for example, you don't set double factor authentication and criminal breaks into your account and tries to send money to their wallet. That's why I don't really understand the argument of transparency as some inherent weaknesses of their cryptocurrencies. Transparency is a strength and it is also our priority and value here at EarnBIT. We're transparent in everything we do, from our team to our economics and roadmap. Alright, I could see the next question. I notified that your content has changed in recent weeks. What is your content strategy like? That's true. We have made some big changes to our strategy and team because the content must grow together with the platform. Now we are focusing more on research and providing useful guides for users. We include more market analysis. And that's not all. We have many more ideas we're going to implement, and our new head of content is helping us to do it. By the way, we would also like to see your feedback, so feel free to tell us what you think. Everything we share must be useful and relevant. It is not content for the sake of content. We're thinking long term. In the previous MA session, I spoke quite extensively about our strong educational focus. Its main element is EarnBIT Streaming. However, we also publish articles and news summarized to help users make the right decisions. It is a comprehensive strategy, not one-sided. We understand that different users prefer different sources of information. Some feel more comfortable reading than watching a live stream, and streams are not always convenient. So yes, we are producing more news content and posts that can be called evergreen. For example, about the psychology of trading. Next question, do you trade on EarnBIT yourself? Yes, I use some features of the platform and I have my personal account there because I must see things from the user's perspective. I need to see how everything works in practice to see what should be changed or improved. However, I'm not into trading at the moment and I cannot give advice or just disclose my own strategies because of my position. Sometimes I buy and sell cryptos and I do this through our quick exchange. Next question. Are you guys going to add a launchpool to your Launchpad? Great question. And yes, we are considering this option. As you probably know, we have a Launchpad for new cryptocurrency projects so creators can have their tokens listed on EarnBIT instead of going through the hassle of ICO. At the same time, we are developing new opportunities for passive earning. Launchpool is one of them. I don't think all our users understand what it is, so I'll just explain the basics. In Launchpool, you stake crypto for a specific period to get tokens for new crypto projects. At the end of this period, you get your original stake back with your rewards. Those two services, Launchpool and Launchpad, are actually very similar fundamentally. Startups use them to create more support and awareness for their projects. It is only natural that we consider them in tandem. The main difference is that Launchpad lets you support projects before launch, while in the Launchpools, you stake tokens to get new ones. Launchpool is more passive. Here, I must also say that any projects we allow onto our platform are handpicked. We care about our users, so we look at the actual value and foundation of any project. And that was the final question. Thank you very much for watching and see you next month. Please send us your feedback, questions, and content ideas so we can make EarnBIT better for everyone. Goodbye. So our second Q&A session. We're particularly excited to hold it today when the market is